Hello, I'd like to share with you how I make a smudge stick. Something similar to this. What you'll need is thread or string, the herb of your choice. In this case, I've selected sage, and scissors or some type of cutting tool. I'm going to use my garden clippers. So what I've done is I've trimmed the edges of the sage that I've cut, and I've trimmed them more or less down to size. Rather than measuring them from the bottom, I've really taken it from the top and used the top to measure. I know they're different lengths, but when they're joined together into a smudge stick, ideally I'm going to get most of the leaves because I won't be burning this end. This end is ready to hold. So without further ado, let's select some sage. If there are any dark ones or dead, just discard them because they won't burn. So I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to select this one. You may notice that the sage has branch offs which actually make the sage stick quite fluffy. Okay, any leaves that I'm taking off that are just turning, so they're not dead but they're just turning, I'm actually keeping them, allowing them to dry, and then I'll use them on a burner, on a charcoal burner. So let's put these together. So I take 1, 2, and from the top I pull it together, and let's add another one. This one again from the top, add it together. So then you take your cotton and you wind it round several times for a good grip. You want a good holding grip. And then I'm just going to give it a quick knot. So that's 1, and I'm not sure what's happened to this. Oops. Let's try that again. Push that in. Grab it. Okay, so we're good to go. What I have is a bowl in front of me, and I throw the cotton in the bowl, which then contains the cotton so that it's not running off the counter and all over the floor. So next is to try and have your leaves pointing in one direction, that is towards the top or the bushy end of the stick, and then you start winding, and you're winding to try to keep everything together. There we go. See what I mean about the cotton? It can get a bit messy in a cotton kind of way. Right. Let's try it this way. Okay, so look at that. Yeah, what I'm finding, it's good to hold it like this, and oh look, so far so good. And as I'm turning, I'm very conscious that I don't want leaves sticking out. Just popped it. I'm conscious that I don't want leaves to be sticking out too much. So, well, in my ideal world, I wouldn't want leaves sticking out at all, but that's just my ideal world. Okay, I'm just tying a knot. This is good because you can see if the cotton does break, what I'm doing now is attempting to join it. There we go. So that's been joined, as you can see. That's a bit of the thread join, so I'm just gonna keep on and on and on. I just had a thought it'd be really cool to sing to your sage as you're working with it, or sing to your herb as you're working with it, or make a nice humming tune. Da, 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 That'll give it good energy. Just thought, I wonder what a 2-pack tune would do to it. Anyway, I'll find out next time. So, I've threaded this all the way to the top end, and now I'm going to go back down, to where I started. And I'm just bringing it back down. Oh, this silver creature. Back down, all the way down, 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 down to the end. Okay. Now I'm at the end again. I'm just going to give a couple of twists and then bring it back up to the top. That's to ensure thoroughness. And then I'm at the top and it's going back down. Because remember, this has to be burnt, and you don't want the first time you burn it that it all falls to pieces. So, that's it. And tighten up the end. And then, where's my cutting tool? Over here. I just cut that end like that. And you just secure it. Now I'm going to secure this with the original thread that, with the first tail of the thread that I initially started the winding with. And then pull that. There we go. And that's it. One smudge stick. Ready to be used. Well, it's not ready to be used. It wasn't dried. So what I'm going to do now is leave it on the windowsill or in the sun and just let it dry naturally. I hope that was useful. Thank you. Until next time, take care.